What's good, YouTube? It's Rob back with another video. Yeah, I have here the NUU Mobile G3 Plus, and I'm here to give you the top 10 things you should do when you get your NUU Mobile G3 Plus. Now, I'm getting familiar with this phone, learning the ins and outs of it, but I did find 10 things that I did, and I'm going to share them with you. See if there's something that you can incorporate maybe into a phone you have. It doesn't necessarily have to be this phone, but if you do get this phone, you may want to try some of these tips I got right here. So first off, go into your settings. What you want to do is go into your systems. What I suggest to you, the first thing you want to do is turn on your developer options. Now in developer options, you go into your system, go into about phone, scroll down to the bottom, look for build number. You hit that 7 times. Put in your PIN number, and your developer options should be on inside of your settings menu. As you can see right there, developer option is showing right there in the middle of the page. The number 2 thing I like to do, after I get developer options on, I go inside of developer options, go down to my animation scales, somewhere near the bottom of the page, where everything is set up at 1 point seconds for the animation from transitioning from different apps. Maybe when you're turning off an app or you're scrolling, this can help make the phone faster. I turn all of these down to 0.5. So as you can see, here's the 0.1. That's as normally set at. What you do is go in, you tick on the 0.5, or if you want to, you could turn off all animations altogether to make your phone move a little bit faster. Number 3, what I like to do also is I go into my settings, and I like to get familiar with the gestures. Right here you have the gesture setting. You can make a decision on whether or not you want to use these gestures. Right here you have 3 fingers to if you swipe up 3 fingers upward, you can launch the camera. You swipe down 3 fingers, you can do a screenshot. You do 2 fingers up or down, you can adjust the volume. And if you double tap the home button, you can lock your screen. So if you want to turn on any of these gestures, they're there for you to do. That's probably one of the things I would recommend. The next thing you may want to do is set up what apps you want running in the background. The one thing about this phone, it does have an aggressive, what you call app cleaner that runs in the background. You hit your most recent apps. You can probably see at the very bottom here, there's an X for clearing out whatever you have there, and there's a little wrench. Check on the wrench part. What happens is it'll take you into a whitelist area. This right here, you can whitelist any apps that you would like to remain running in the background, and all other apps that are not whitelisted will be clean from its memory after I think maybe a minute or 2. This phone will not allow apps to run in the background, and that's part of the way it gives you a better battery life. Like I said, you can go through here, pick which apps you want whitelisted. I haven't really done it myself, but again, like I said, the phone will turn off any erroneous apps that's running in the background. The number 1 culprit of doing that is Facebook app. Everybody knows Facebook is responsible for major battery drain on any Android phone. And this phone does a very good job of making sure Facebook does not run in the background. You can turn on a new feature they call Dual Speed. Now what Dual Speed does is that it allows whatever app that you're currently running to get all the resources of the MediaTek processor. So this is pretty much good for gaming. So if you're playing a game and if you want all the attention to go towards that game and pretty much kill other apps that might be running in the background that may pull from the performance of this phone, you turn on the Dual Speed, and that right there was supposed to help the game that you're playing run a little bit more better. I'm not going to say the phone won't warm up as fast or the battery won't drain as much, because the phone is constantly in this mode where it's allowing all the resources to go towards that game. But that's for something you may want to use for all you gamers out there who are really into mobile gaming. Another thing you can do is you go into your settings, and if you don't like your notification bar involved in a lot of your videos, you can make your notification bar disappear by going to the display, hit advanced, go down to navigation bar, tick on that. You can change how the order they come in, or you can set it up where you can hide the bar. And that's if you're into, let's say if you want to watch YouTube or you don't want that bar there or anything of that nature, and you can use more of the screen to view whatever you decided to view at. Another cool tip that I did was when I first set up the phone, you have the ability to incorporate your external SD card with your internal SD card. So what you do is usually when you set your phone up, you'll get that option at the beginning. But as you can see right here, you can see that my internal and my SanDisk SD card are working hand in hand as my main storage. And as you can see there, it tells everybody that I have 128 gigabytes of storage. It recognizes both SD and the internal storage as one unit. So again, that's a pretty cool feature. I like that a lot right there. One thing though, once you format your SD card and you set it up in this manner, it's only going to work for the phone that you're actually sharing the SD card information with. So in other words, if you were playing a game on one phone and you think you could pick up on another phone, it wouldn't work. That format, the phone will reformat the SD card, erasing everything that you had on the previous, that you were using on the previous phone. So for those who are real familiar with knowing how to, add your SD card to your internal storage, or knowing how to offload games, that's a bit of information you guys should keep in mind. You cannot move games and information from phone to phone. Now, if you set your SD card up as a normal photo and music storage, then yeah, you can move your SD card from phone to phone. But there's a difference. I was trying to make sure that everybody know that there's a difference when you integrate your SD card with your internal storage as when you're just using it to hold pictures and music. Number 8, you can go ahead and set up your smart lock. Now you can go into your settings, look for your security, go down to where it says smart lock. Go into your smart lock, put in your PIN number, where you can set up things like on-body detection, which I would not recommend, trusted places, where your phone will stay on as long as you're within the comforts of your home. The minute you leave your home, the phone will lock automatically. You will also have a list of trusted devices such as Bluetooth headphones that your phone will automatically stay open for, so you don't have to continuously keep putting in your PIN number or face unlock to make any kind of adjustments or changing music around or changing apps, as long as that Bluetooth device is connected to your phone. You also have a voice match setup, which I also don't trust. The only two things that I pretty much will set up will be the trusted places and trusted devices when it comes to smart lock. Next up is I will set up, this phone doesn't have a lot of theming options, but there's a couple of things that you can theme. The two things that you can theme now is your phone dialer and your messenger app. What you can do, you go into your settings in your dialer, then you go ahead and you look for display options. Right here you have a little tick mark for dark theme. Turn that on, you can turn it off. You hit the button, you see I got a white theme. The dialer will be the same color. Boom, you got a dark theme on your dialer. Also in your messages, you can enable dark mode. Just click on that. You got your dark mode in your messages, and that's pretty much how you set up the 2 dark themes on your phone. Those pretty much the only 2 things you can theme is pretty much the dollar and the messages. And the last tip is you can theme up here in your notification area. Hit the little pencil button. You can set up how you want, what order your toggles to be in. It also have a native screen record that was down here. So what I did was I dragged that up so I can use the screen record that comes built in with the NUU Mobile G3 Plus phone. So that pretty much does it with the top 10 things that I would recommend you to do with your NUU Mobile G3 Plus. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, I'll catch everybody in the next video. I'm out.